shall we murder us? A lot of people is wondering and they're curious. How me and my unit do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry, he'll be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all of be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Houston. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, L.A.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Christian Harris there on the stop. Second down and 8. The motion man is Nakua. Back to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, third and 19, no problem as they convert for the first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
The motion man is Nakua. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. He'll drop to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So a fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return.
At their own 15-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
On second down, Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Texans. On first down, it's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Rams will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a short pickup there to about the 18. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Schultz is the motion man. A run on 1st and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
His kick is good. Makes the score Texans 14, Rams nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
They run over center with Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned. And sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Right side and brought in by Williams. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and goal. To throw is Stroud. That one taken in. Touchdown, Houston. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. So we reach halftime in what has been to this point a one-sided game. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. Has an opening, has the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Makes the score Texans 28, Rams nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Right.
Williams in motion.
Hey, uno.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
All right. Where's the hot?
To throw, it's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Kalen Bullock.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. at some point they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
Now, Stroud. He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Joe Mixon, touchdown Texans. He had the touchdown run earlier, now add a TD reception. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out. So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's down the field for Higbee. He's got it! And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Houston. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. right back to the air following that pick six. Right side, complete to Nakua. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 12 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
17 yards on that play. Good for a Rams first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Back to the air one more time. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. On play action. Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. Third and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
A second down throw for Stroud. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will score again. Joe Mixon, touchdown Texans. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, you're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now they'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He gets it into the hands of Atwell.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. They face 2nd down and 7. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll throw out of the gun. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Next to score, Texans 63, Rams nothing.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
That finds Nakua along the sideline. So it's a win here for the Texans. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.